Welcome back, guys. So, we have finally made it inside the castle. Quill is waiting somewhere ahead, and it's time to reunite with her and continue the mission Uncle Argus started. The road to Thailand won't be easy, but we are getting closer with every step. Alright, let's jump back into the adventure.
There you are! Adurin sprung maniacally from the castle depths. Quill's down there. Somewhere. Follow me. Great. Sahima grimaced at the sight of the starling. I should have expected to find you here. So what? I go down there and you buzz off and then all the real trouble comes? Get the message, bugger. No one wants you here. If I were you, I'd be nicer to me. Just find her already. Sahima hated to do anything close to what Adurin wanted. For all I know, this could be an elaborate trap set by that wretched starving. She thought. But if the champion who slayed Sarfob was really in the castle depths, together, maybe they could fix all this.
Okay, we are finally heading down to meet Quill. Alright, enemies time. Nice, done. Looks like the path is broken. Let's see if there's another way. Okay, there's no way here. That means we will have to jump down from there. Alright, here's the way. Oh, nice. Now we can jump across these pillars and continue. No way here. I think we need to defeat these enemies first. Alright, done. The path is clear now. Let's go. Okay, I think we need to get up there so we can break this. Let's see. Yes, perfect.
Sahima heard something echo from the depths below. She inched her way to the edge to get a better look. After a jolting drop, Sahima was met by a blade. "I'm a friend," she assured, offering her chakram. "A friend would have thrown a rope," the stranger countered. "From the wreck I've seen up there, you're better off down here." "You're alone, then?" Sahima nodded as the stranger relented her blade, unable to see the towering reader. "We defeated Sarfog and countless forged soldiers, but then... that owl... I lost everything. My best friend and my Uncle Argus." This was Quill? The champion Aduran had babbled on about? But she was so small and unassuming. "Wait, you slayed Sarfog?" blurted Sahima, unconvinced. "Yes, my reader and I did." "A reader helped you?" Sahima couldn't hold back. "They don't belong in our world." She could feel the piercing energy from the reader as she spoke. "Where I come from, we learn never to be tempted by the power of those monsters." "Monsters? No, we were twofold," Quill defended. "They were big when I needed to be bigger, strong when all was stacked against me." "You're wrong about them, and we're wasting time. I've got to finish my uncle's plan." Sahima had never heard anyone speak of a reader in that way. As if they were one in the same. Like family. Sahima's curiosity was piqued. "Tell me then, what's this plan of yours?" "To end the arcane once and for all," said Quill with chilling intensity. "As soon as I can climb out of here, I'll go straight to the foundry and crush the Warden of the Forged Army. Then I'll face that owl, avenge my uncle, and take back the glass he entrusted me to protect." Sahima felt stirred by young Quill's confidence. If she and the reader were truly twofold, then they were the only chance to save Moss from Tylan. "And you plan to do this alone?" asked Sahima. "Barnard may still be in the chamber beneath the throne," Quill revealed. "Barnard the Unbreakable is alive?" Sahima knew then what she had to do. Her burden could be their savior. And as she threw Quill the winter glass, Sahima shared her mother's dying words. "A reader's will over Moss falls solely on the one they've chosen. So don't mess this up." That plan of yours? Count me in. I'm Sahima, by the way. Keep the Chakram. I'll find the mage while you take down the Warden. Quill studied the glass. It wasn't hers, or the king's glass. It shone with a violet gleam. The last glass in all of Moss. Quill couldn't believe her eyes. Is it really you? Where have you been? Quill realized then how little she knew about readers. What she did know was she had missed her friend very much.
Finally, we are reunited with Quill, and Sahima has given us the last class. That means we can finally use her Chakram. We really missed Quill, but she's finally back. Alright, let's continue our journey.
Quill approached her uncle's grave while the mysterious warrior paid her respects. I didn't know Commander Argus, only his legend. Quill felt the impossible weight of leaving her uncle for the last time. The only way to truly honor him would be to finish his plan. With her reader, anything was possible.
Sadly, Uncle Argus is no longer with us. And look at Quill. She is heartbroken. She doesn't even want to go back there. It's really sad. But now it's our turn to finish what Uncle Argus started. Alright, let's keep moving. Okay, we have to head back up.
Quill had spent her days ruminating over every detail her uncle and Barnard had planned. Now she was finally free to start again and hunt the Warden who toiled somewhere in these depths.
I think we need to use the Chakram here to destroy that barrier and open the path. Perfect, let's go. Okay, we need to use the Chakram again here. Now we will have to switch between weapons whenever we need them. First we will use our main weapon to get across, and now we can switch to the Chakram to break this. Nice, done.
The Warden had spent years transforming these caverns into a foundry to forge steel soldiers and weapons of war. And her uncle had been adamant. To reach the owl Tylan, the Warden must be defeated first.
Okay, so before we can reach Thailand, we will have to defeat the Warden first. Looks like one more boss battle is waiting for us before the final showdown. Okay, this shield enemy can't be defeated with our current weapon. Alright, here's the way. This is the Warden's territory. Lava is flowing everywhere. So we will have to be really careful from here on. Alright, let's go. We actually played this section in the demo.
Dearest reader, here lies the hammer of Cariel. The legends forgot how the hammer fed on his wrath, until only fury drove his heart. But if you can lift Quill up from the weight she carries, she'll find the strength to hold.
Yes, we finally got the hammer. Now we can defeat those shielded enemies, and it will also help us during battle against the Warden. Okay, to use the hammer you need to charge it first, then press RT to activate the hammer trap, just like this. You can also use it to create new paths and solve puzzles. Alright, now we need to hit that. Okay, now we can finally defeat these shielded enemies. Okay, we need to move this enemy onto the switch to open the door. Yes, just like this. Done.
Feel the Warden below her. She had to find a way down.
Alright, let's head down. Okay, this is different. In the demo, this path was already open. Looks like we will have to find 2 missing items to activate it. Alright, let's go back and check. Okay, I think this is the way. Yes, here it is. This area looks pretty dangerous, so let's be careful. Alright, this one looks a little tricky. Okay, let's try it. Let's hook this first. Nice. Looks like we can control this. Yes, alright. Okay, the path is open. Another enemy appeared. Now we will use it to destroy both of those objects. Okay, first we need to control it and aim it in the right direction. Alright, only one left now. I think we are done now. Let's check. Yes, let's go. Wow, I think the warden is right behind us. Okay, we got one item. Now only one left. Okay, I think we have to go this way. Okay, done. Now the door should finally open. Let's head back and check. Yes, it's open.
Quill recalled her uncle's heated retelling of the Cinder Night. That barbaric war-obsessed Warden blindsided me, then smashed my whole battalion. What I wouldn't give for another go. I'd crush him myself. Quill wanted nothing more than to deliver that justice.
Now it's time for the boss fight. We have to be really careful now. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so this is how we damage the boss. Oh wait, what's he doing? I think he's hitting his hammer in the lava to make it even stronger. That means we will have to be even more careful now. Okay, we will have to keep moving and jumping. Wow, the Warden is getting much more dangerous now. Okay, stay focused. Now we hit him like this. Wait, what now? Oh, we have to climb onto the hammer. Yes, finally. The Warden is down.
Quill could almost hear Uncle Argus in her mind, overjoyed knowing the Warden had finally been defeated. Now she had to face Tylan and finish the plan.
Quill finishes him with one final strike. That was absolutely awesome. Just look at his size. We are tiny and he is enormous, yet we still defeated him. That's incredible. Alright, the Warden is gone, and now there's only one enemy left, Tylan.
Quill knew where to go. To the top of the castle, closest to the skies. That's where she'd find that murderous owl.
Alright guys, so that's where we will end today's video. We have finally defeated the Warden and now the path to Tylan is open. Okay, the final battle is getting closer and it feels like we are approaching the end of this incredible journey. Okay, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next part. where we will continue our journey and finally face Tylan. Until then, take care and bye.